Yes.
So what's that 64 you said? I know it's Rattakalai, so it's 16. And then
16 beats.
for 1 hour tha.
How much is a beat? How many aksharas each
Oh,
beat
four,
has?
four, four aksharas. So 64.
Alva. So 16 fours are 64 aksharas. That's all it is. So if it was 8 beats, it would have had 32 aksharas, 8 fours. Now it is doubled, alva. 16 beats, it will have 64 aksharas. So the Jatiswaras Pallavi is spreaded over 64 aksharas format. But can we find all those 64 aksharas in the Kriti? We can't. Because the Kriti, Jatiswaras Pallavi, is not done in third kala. Generally, compositions won't run all in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. No, it will not happen that way. Because the Raga Bhava allows the singer or the composer to compose it in a particular format. So it is mostly dependent on the Raga, melody. So that's why we don't find all numbers there in whatever format we want it to be. We generally, if it was takadimi takachanu takadimi takachanu takadimi takachanu te te didi te tam takadimi takachanu takadimi takachanu didi te takad, then it is ABCD. Everything you understand. So first beat 4 akshara till 8 beats it is 4 akshara. Then there is a gap. Ta, ga, 3 beats gap. And here second takadimi takachanu. It doesn't happen that way. So we should develop an eye and an ear to see the total format of this tala is 16 beats. That's how it is 64 aksharas. So I have to write 64 aksharas now. So how do I detect where are these 64 aksharas? And how many aksharas is the singer singing in one beat? So how do you analyze that? Okay, that is the next step. So we know the tala, we know the parameter of the tala, 16 beats, and how many aksharas are there in the tala. So when we start to write, so it's easier to write the Adavu first because that we know what is the Adavu format. If you are doing sa ni da pam pa ga ma pa sa ni da pam ga ma pa da ni, so te tam dhit te tam. So there are 8 te tams in one pallavi. So if one pallavi is 64 aksharas and if 8 taitams are sitting on it, so one taitaitam should be how many aksharas now? Taitaitam, dhittaitam, taitaitam, dhittaitam.
So I have a
One
question.
taitaitam is
It's basic.
how many aksharas?
I
Huh?
have a very basic question. So when the song is
Yes,
played, how do, especially if it is a song where the same avarta keeps repeating,
yes, yes.
how do I know where the Pallavi stops? I mean, how do I figure that out?
How do you figure that out? So for that, you should have heard the song or the pallavi.
Okay.
If I say sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma pa sa ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni sa ni da, which is the point of starting that you think?
Until whatever you
Which
sang
is
till Sani, till that. The whole thing is the
sa ni da. How did you know?
because it repeated.
That's how you know.
Okay.
You can't take ni da pa pa ma da. That is the point, starting point, right?
Okay.
See, if you listen to the song, it clearly says the starting point.
Mm,
Especially if there is Sahitya, then there
mm,
is no need to worry.
mm.
Where from which point is the Sahitya makes sense. That is the starting point. Right? Even in music, you have it in you by birth. To detect the starting point, it naturally comes. So there is no need to break the head. Understood? So when we think it as technically, then how can I know? There is no technique there. It is natural in every human being to say the starting point of any kriti, right? You don't have to make research now. Natural, it is quite natural. When you hear the song, you will know. So let us forget about that. Now, you know, sa nida is the starting point now. So if I am doing 8 Taitams on this kriti, which is 64 aksharas, how much is one Taitaitam? How will you find out? I am doing 8 Taitaitams on one Pallavi. So what is that for? Taitaitam is Didite. You know it in general format, it should be 4 aksharas.
Yeah.
Right? So 8 Taitaitams is 8 fours are 32.
32.
You are doing a 32 aksharas on a 64 aksharas space.
Right and left.
How is it possible? No,
Right
you are
and
not
left.
doing right and left. 8 Taitaitams you are not. 16 Taitaitams you are not doing. You are doing only 8 Taitaitams. How can 8 Taitaitam fit into a space of 64 aksharas? How can 32 fit into a space of 64? Is there a way?
Yeah. Not first
Yes.
speed,
How do you do it?
-1 speed. Slow.
Not third speed.
Ne-
Not third speed where one Taitaitam becomes 4. In which speed is Taitaitam 4? Suchita, in which speed Taitaitam is 4? When
Third
Taitaitam is 4 when you are not extending any akshara by a karve.
Third speed, yeah.
Right? When you are saying Taitaitam, 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 Taitaitam. So it is which speed?
Third speed.
In which speed each Shadabu reveals its original value? Third speed. In third speed, it is 4 aksharas. So you tell me now. Shavani said already. In which speed it will become 64? In which speed 4 becomes 8?
4 has to become 8 is fourth speed.
8. Fourth speed.
No, fourth speed.
In fourth speed, the pace increases or decreases?
It decreases. So it is
decreases fourth speed.
It is going to become below the first speed.
I'm asking you, if you jumped from third speed to fourth speed, will the value increase or decrease?
So first speed is 1, second speed is 2, and then third speed is 4.
Wrongly understood. What is 1?
4 aksharas in one box. So it will take...
Yes, that is there in all. 4 aksharas are there in one box in every format that you render. So but how many aksharas are being said in the space of 4?
1.
In first kala. So what is the value of 1 in first kala?
In first kala, it's 1. You say only 1 of the 4. The rest are...
rest are?
The rest are pauses, yeah.
What is the value of 1 then? With the pauses?
4.
Right. 1 becomes 4 in first kala. So what will be the 1's value in second kala? In
second kala, it will become 8.
Say 8 in for second kala.
It's 2. So in second kala, it's going to be 2 in 1. 4, 2 korvais and 2 aksharas that we say.
Aksharas. So I'm asking you.
So then it's going to become 2.
Then why did you say 8?
No, it's 2.
Just like that.
It decreases.
When you lower the kala, the value of an akshara increases. When you go to higher kalas, the value of the akshara reduces. So if you go from third speed to fourth speed, the 4 will become 2. It doesn't become 8. You are saying 8 aksharas in one beat.
Yeah.
But the 4 will occupy half of the beat.
Yeah. So 2.
So as Shravani pointed out, when you go lower the speeds, the value of didite or teitaitam gets doubled. In third
Mm-hmm.
speed, it is 4. In second speed, because of the carways between each akshara, it will become 8.
8.
Teitaitam, teitaitam. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
in which speed? Teitaitam, 4 becomes 8. Again, confusion. Third speed, 4 is 4.
Third speed 4 is
4.
Tam is one box. Yeah, it's 4.
4 is 4. Original
Mm.
value will be depicted only in third speed. In third speed, each beat 4 idre 4 ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. We will not increase or decrease. So in which speed now it will become 8? You have to lower the speed or higher the speed?
You have to lower the speed.
So if you lower the speed from third speed to second speed, then teitaitam will become 8. Right? If you go to first speed, it will become 16. Correct? So
Yes.
now, because we are doing 8 teitaitams on 64 aksharas, each teitaitam cannot be 4 because 4 8s will become 32. So teitaitam should be 8. 8 8s are 64. So the teitaitam that you are doing over this Jatiswara is second speed teitaitam.
Okay.
So that's why it is fitting in 64 aksharas. You both understood now?
Yeah.
Understood? So calculating Adavu is easy because you have the number. Teitaitam. So I'm doing 8 teitaitams on one Navartana, which has 64 aksharas. Generally, teitaitam is 4. So that general format of teitaitam cannot fit here because 4 8s is 32. But I have a 64 akshara format now. Oh, I have to lower the speed because then only it will get doubled. 32 gets doubled and becomes 64 in second kala. So it is te te tam, dhit te tam, te te tam, dhit te tam. So sa ni da pama pagama sa 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 ni da pama pagama pa sa ni da pama gama padani. So if I'm doing 8 te te tam, I'm doing it as te te tam, 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 dhit te tam, te te tam, dhit te tam. Understood?
But
Silence.
yeah, because so in third speed it is 4, but that is for a regular Aditala and not this Rattakalai, right? So
Why? In Rattakale, the aksharas change?
no, in Rattakalai the Aksharas doesn't change, but the
What will change?
So
What
if
will
it
change?
was regular Aditala, then we would
regular
finish
Aditala.
then we would finish it in 4. But in this,
What for?
no, we
When
have
we in
finished
what
it
you will
in,
finish it in for?
as in the Avarta.
No. How many
So
avartanas we will
this is
tam?
so you would need only, if it's instead of 64, if it was 8, then you would need only 4. Like teitetam, teitetam,
Correct.
teitetam, teitetam.
Teiteitam, 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 teiteitam. If you say teiteitam, 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 it is third speed.
No, sir, I'm talking about third speed only.
How many teiteitams will you need in one avartana of Aditala if it is third speed?
So it'll be te te tam, 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 te te tam. So you need 8.
Oh. Huh. So
Yeah,
if it is
now,
doubled, huh?
so now it is doubled. So you will need 16.
Oh, you will need 16. Correct. 64 aksharas. But you are not doing Taitaitam in third speed.
Te te tam in second speed. So it is
That's what we figured
8.
out, right?
Okay, 8. Okay, got it.
You suddenly jump out of the class and you stand outside the class and think. Now, it is only beats we are talking, Shravani and Suchita. Whether it is 8 beats or 16 beats, will the beat change? The beat has 4 aksharas in it. Whether it is 4 beats, 6 beats, 8 beats, because all 35 talas have different kinds of beat structure in them. You can't say, if I say Rupaka tala, the beats will change. No, the beats won't change. Beat Chaturashra Gati Indra, it still has 4 aksharas only. Whether the tala has 16 beats or 8 beats, 12 beats, 10 beats, how does it matter? Beat is a beat. One beat is equal to 4 aksharas. If you are putting two beats, then 2 beats will have 8 aksharas. But the one beat will not change. So don't get confused with doubling the beat and it comes with some other magic number. No. One beat is equal to 4 aksharas. If you are putting 2 beats, it is 8 aksharas. Understood? Shravani.
So
Yes, ma.
I got confused because when you were doing the tala, so you did like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4.
But when I said the korve, I said it in one kale.
Yeah.
That's because to show you both are same.
Okay.
Whether you are putting like this or this, they both are same because here we are doubling the beat and making it 2 beats. But one beat is one beat only. Whether I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 16 beats, or I'll do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. What is the change? Change is in putting, the way of putting tala is changed. The beat is not changed. The beat is still 1, 2, 2, 1, 1 beat only. 16 beats in this format or 16 beats in 1, 1, 2, 2 format. The beat itself is single beat only, right? And then you will get confused when it is Rupaka tala again. So moha mana yanmeedil. If I put it like moha mana yan, what is the difference? The way of putting, showing the tala is the difference. But the beats are still same, 12 beats, 12 beats. Whether it is 3 into 4 becomes 12 or 6 into 2 becomes 12. Number of beats, each beat is 4 akshara. When you should not get confused, then you will get confused for each tala. When the tala changes, again you get confusion. Sir, this is 10 beat tala. How can now 8 aksharas in 2 beats, sir? Because there are 2 beats, it is 8 aksharas. The tala has 10 beats, it will have 40 aksharas. That should not confuse you. Okay. There is a 30-40 plot. Okay. Only in America you will find same kind of houses, one next to each other in a road. You come to India. There is no single structure. You will find 100 houses in 100 shapes. Right? Then you cannot call one house, the next house is not a house because it is not in the same shape. I can't consider this as a house. Will you say that? Right? If one fellow is heavier, 100 kgs, and one fellow is 25 kgs, sitting next to each other, you can't say he is a human being, he is not, because he is hefty. You understand the example that I'm giving you? Human being is a human being, whether he is fat, lean, you will consider one as one only there. And because he is 105 kgs and you can't treat him as 4 human beings, right? He can occupy the space of 4 human beings. One beat, if 4 aksharas are occupying the space of 2 beats, then that has to be 8 aksharas. Understood? If 4 akshara is occupying the space of 1 beat, it is 4 akshara. But if it is spread over 4 beats, it is 16 aksharas. So the beat is not at all changing. The way that we render and we show it in hand, those things change. Okay. Now the homework is this sa ni dha. I am doing 8 taitams on 1 pallavi. So we figured out 1 taitaitam is 8 aksharas. That's how the taitaitam can sit in 64 aksharas. Right? Sa ni da. If you are doing this, sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma pa. Sa ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni. So ta ni da pa ma pa. See, sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma pa. Sa ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni. You understand this symmetry? So when I'm tapping taitam and putting the beats, so 1 taitam is sitting on 2 beats. Sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma pa. Sa ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni. Understood? But to do this, it will take years of practice. You can't do this right away. But you can understand, right? As dancer, you can understand. So I'm doing 8 taitams. So it has to be, each taitaitam has to be 8 aksharas. Then only it can fit in 64 aksharas space. That you understood. So now you tell me, decode the pallavi. What is the pallavi? 64 aksharas only. But how is the pallavi sung? I'll tell you the format of this pallavi. Okay. Shravani, you take the Hamsanandi Jatiswara. Take the pallavi and see how the pallavi is bifurcated. That is also 64 aksharas, right? You should find out how is the 64 aksharas are there in one Navartana now. Suchita, you also take one pallavi of your choice, Jatiswara, and see, repeatedly hear the pallavi. Don't hear the adavu. So repeatedly hear the pallavi first. Then, like the tilana that you do, and Chandrachuda you decoded, you write one pallavi's line in an adavu. Then see how is this matching. Is this in first kala, second kala, or third kala, to match that pallavi? Okay, then you will know how many aksharas are there. Okay. Then third step, you go into the kriti and find out. How do you analyze the kriti? See, the kriti is, Kalyani Jatiswara is sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma pa. Sa ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni sa. So if you hear this, you will know it is ta ta jham ta ki ta 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 jham tak ta ki ta ta dhingena tum ta.
Okay. Can I do Kalyani itself?
Anything you can do.
Okay.
See, ta ta jham. So ta, that ta is not at all even in first kala format. It is half kala. 2 beats, only one akshara is coming. In music, what happens? When you are saying sa, ni, da, they will not write it like sa. They will consider it as sa, 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 ni, da, da. They will even count the swaras that you are singing in alap style. Sa, it's all sa, 8 sas. But you are stretching that sa, ni, da. So you should find out. So how many beats is it taking? Sa. So sa is 8 because it is coming in 2 beats. Ni, da. That is 1 beat to 1 beat. So 4 aksharas. Ni, da. Ah, there is one more carve after that. It is tam, ta, tam, tam, ta, tam, ta, ki, ta, jham. So that ta, ki, ta, jham. That is in second kala. 2 aksharas in 1 beat. So because of this combination of different paces, spaces and aksharas, even though it doesn't sound like 32, the half avartana is 32. How? Sa 8, ni da 6, or sa 8, ni da 12 aksharas, takita tata, takita. We are saying 3, but we are saying 3 in the space of 6. Takita tata cham. So 6 plus 6, 8, 6, 6, 6, 6. Totally 32. Takadimi takachanu takadimi takachanu takita tatam. Understood? So repetitively hear the Pallavi and detect the phrases that are there in the Pallavi and see sa, ni, da, takita tata jam. So if you understand it, it is ta, ka, ta, kita, takita, takita, tam. Understood? Takka, takita, first kala, 20 aksharas. Takita, takita, second kala, 6 plus 6, 12 aksharas. 20 plus 12, 32 aksharas. We decoded half of the Pallavi. Second half. Sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. So here also, ta, ki, ta. First kala takita is 12 akshara. Ta, ki, ta. Takka, takita, takka, takita. 2 takka, takitas in second kala. So that becomes 10 aksharas each. 10 plus 10, 20 plus 12, 32. 32 plus 32, 64 aksharas.
So the homework is to decode the Aduvu for the Pallavi.
That is first. When you can decode the Adavu for a Pallavi, then you know how many aksharas are there. Right? Now, go back to the Pallavi. Listen to the Pallavi and detect the pattern of different speeds, combination of different speeds there. Different akshara spaces. How is the Pallavi coming in 64 aksharas? This will solve thousands of problems of yours. Because if you understand the technique of a musical composition and the choreography, that is what we are doing all through our life. Whether it is Jatiswara, as simple as a Jatiswara, we think, but that is also complex. Okay. So because it involves different speeds in it, different patterns of aksharas, karves in it. Okay, yeah. What, Shravani? What happened, ma?
Sir, so you said takita tajam, takka takita takita tajam. So it is not mandatory to only use those, but for this exercise you are asking us to use those. Is that correct understanding?
No. I am saying ta, ga, ga. tam takita tatajam, because I can tell you ta andre it is 1, 2, 3. That's why I'm saying it in this format.
Okay.
Okay. I decode it in this format because I understand that better. If you understand it as ta te te tat dhit te te tah tam. If you are doing ta te te tat dhit te te tah ta kita ta ta jham te 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 dhidi te is your adavu. I understand in that format. Then I'll go ta te te ta because it is spread over 4 beats. So ta te te ta is in first kala. First kala ta te te ta is 16 aksharas. So I'm doing 2 ta te te tas. So that is 32 aksharas. So half avartana is over. Then ta ki ta. I'm doing a ta ki ta which is also in first kala. That has to be 12 aksharas. Next ta ta jham te 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 dhidi te. I should find out in which speed I'm doing that because I already have 12 aksharas. I only have 20 aksharas left out in 32. So my ta ta jham te 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 dhidi te has to be ta ta jham second kala. That's why it is 10 akshara. Te 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 dhidi te it has to be in third kala because te 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 dhidi te is 10 aksharas by its value. So 10 plus 10 20 plus 12 32. In whatever format we understand, we go to that format and understand it first. You understand dance. So think of dance first and understand the adavu and make out different paces in it. That solves 50% of the problem now. So now next you should think, if this adavu is fitting on that format and I'm not doing exactly the same as the Pallavi, but it is matching. So what is the pattern in the Pallavi? How is it matching? How they are matching? That is the next task. Understood, Shravani? Yes, Suchita.
So basically, we have to detect the different paces of the adavus we use for the avarta to fit it in that cycle.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, yeah, then this solves many problems because we are overlaying two different compositions actually. The composition in Kriti is going in some other format. Over that, we are overlaying some adavu, maybe sometimes the same as the song, sometimes different as the song. But the total sum is same. Like it is putting a box which can hold 1 kg of sweet. The box size is 1 kg. Outer look, it doesn't say which sweet is inside the box. But we know it is 1 kg. So if you open the box and see, oh, there are so many combination of sweets. I thought it is all Mysore pak. Right? So that's what it is. Unboxing. Unboxing a Kriti. This makes you understand many things. Okay, yeah. Then we will go to, in next class, if you do this, we'll go to how to construct a korapu, basics of a korapu. Then you will understand the technique. Then you can understand both. Okay, yeah. All the best. Practice madi chennai. Sarvam Narita Arpanamastu. And I had, did I say not to put the fees till April? Right. Now you can put. Okay. The auditing is being done. It will save me tax now. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Next class. But don't get confused. Even if you make a mistake, it's accepted. No problem. Because everybody will learn from mistake only. If you make mistake, next time you are one step ahead.
Yes, sir.
Like Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the bulb. Who invented the bulb? Okay, he said, right. I know 1,000 ways of how not to make a bulb. Same here also. Okay, pa. Sarvam Narita Arpanamastu.
I'll upload this video.
Yeah, please. This fees is we have to pay double, right? Is 4 weeks over?
Let me check. I'll tell you number of classes.
Okay, thanks. Bye.